I experienced my first vertigo episode whenever I was in 8th grade. The house that I moved into, my last house, on the first floor we had a game room, and on the bottom floor was the living room, my parents' room, the kitchen, everything like that. And so I was laying down watching a show, Casey Undercover, and I remember mid-show, my head fell to the side. Everything started spinning. Literally the ceiling would turn in a full 360 over and over and over. And imagine, I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I was laying down and I'm watching my show and my head falls because my turns every episode start right to left every single time. And my head falls with it. And so I remember laying down on my couch, and when my head fell, everything started spinning and I had no idea what was happening. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't open my eyes because the lights were affecting it. And I didn't know what was happening. I was so scared. So I started yelling. I was like, Dad, Jesse, because I thought my brother was home. Yeah. He wasn't. And so I kept yelling my dad's name over and over, but my dad couldn't hear me because he was in his room. And so I ended up crawling down the stairs while my head was tilted, while everything was spinning. I was just crawling, yelling. My dad comes out and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm dizzy. I can't walk. I can't talk. So he picks me up. He puts me on the living room couch and he starts calling my mom, and he puts on Animal Planet. And he's like, this will make you relax. I'm like, no, Dad, like, I'm going through something. I don't need to watch Animal Planet. So I remember he calls my mom and he's like, Jocelyn's like freaking out. Apparently she's dizzy. Like, he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
My mom didn't know either. And so I'm on this couch and I'm crying, telling my dad how much in pain I was, because yes, everything was spinning, but it started making me nauseous. My head started to hurt. I had light sensitivity and I didn't know what was going on. And so I ended up closing my eyes. And when I closed my eyes, it still felt like I was spinning because I could see everything spinning. But when I closed my eyes, I still felt like I was spinning, as if I was on a chair and someone was spinning that chair in a circle. And it lasted 4 hours. 4 hours of this feeling. And I had no idea what was going on. My mom had come home. She was trying to figure out what was wrong. We didn't know what happened. And I got a bunch of CAT scans, MCATs, things like that. They ended up telling me that I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease, which is, I guess, unbalanced fluid in your ears.